watching on Justin TV. The problem is I wasn't able to get the archiving that I wanted off of Justin TV. So if everybody gives me a moment here, you're going to sit tight while I go ahead and bring the Trek Radio stream online, and we'll go ahead and get things started here. Hello, everybody. As we get ready to kick off here, I'm going to go ahead and start the transition here and get the Trek Radio people into the show. So give me just a moment while we get them all online there. Double check, 1, 2. Let's see here. All right, sit tight while I get the Trek Radio stream going.
This is Lisa Lo Cicero, Ensign Meryl Paris from Voyager, and you are listening to Trek Radio.
Quick question.
And good morning, everybody. I'd like to... Let me get the Trek Radio people on here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Stoked Radio. This is episode, 13 or 14 now. I am your host, Maverick from Jupiter Force. And I'd like to welcome you all to this episode. And thank you for continuing to follow me and watch me here on the... Well, watch me here. It's the livestream.com/Stoked Radio. Or the trekradio.net if you're listening and playing at the same time. Thank you for joining us here today on this rainy Saturday here in Ohio. Don't know where you're at. Had excited people talking to me about Destination Star Trek London and people getting autographs from Patrick Stewart, who was not able to be in the Vegas convention. I'm hoping he'll be there this coming year. I'm hoping to see many of you there again here at the Star Trek Las Vegas in 2013. We will talk more about that as more information becomes available and planning and what we want to do as a show or as fans of the show. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do for that. I want to do something big for not only the fans of the show, the fans of all the shows and all the podcasts that are available. But I want to try to get something bigger, obviously, than we did last year. It's always fun when I get people who are listeners or watchers of not only the old Stoked but the new Stoked Radio and who continue to follow. So again, thank you very much for all of that. This is going to kind of be what I call a shotgun episode. Some of you have known how my shotgun episodes go. We kind of rifle through things really quickly. I don't do too much interaction, so to say, with the community. I mean, I look at the chats, I look at the live stream, and I respond as best as I can, as fast as I can. My throat's just not in it. Working double shifts Friday kind of killed me. I didn't do my radio show early this morning, so hopefully we will be able to get that out. It shouldn't be giving me any problems. I don't know, unless I'm having an internet. You know what? It looks like I'm having an internet problem. So if it's cutting out on the live stream, I apologize. I don't know why it's doing that. It's maxing out the queue. It should not be. If it is cutting out, I don't know why it's doing so, because it shouldn't be. I'll have to analyze it. I think I'm having an internet problem. Like I said, it's raining up here, and I'm noticing a lot of peaks and drops in my internet right now. So we'll try to get it done. If not, you'll catch the replay of it. Available probably immediately through live stream. If not, I'll upload the high definition to YouTube. I got a lot of catching up with that and stuff. So let's get right to some of the stuff here. I do want to bring up this Kickstarter. Now, some of you have heard me talk about Kickstarters before. Michael Dorn had one that he canceled. I don't know the reasons why. Well, actually, I kind of saw the reasons why. He wasn't getting he was getting funding, but he wasn't getting a lot of funding. And with Kickstarter, it doesn't charge you until you hit the funding goal. So what's nice is you can pledge $10, $15, $20, or whatever, and it doesn't automatically take it out of your account. It may do like a $1 hold or something like that, but it doesn't take it out until it hits its funding goal, and then it sends you an email and gives you updates and this and that. This I heard about at Star Trek Las Vegas. I spoke with the gentleman briefly, and I apologize for not getting him on the air back then. There were so many other things going on and so many other stars we were trying to book, and we were almost overbooked for a lot of things. But if you haven't been hearing about it and you don't know anything about it, there was a crew of people who managed to recover most of the set for the Enterprise D. And I don't know what happened or how they managed to get it. Okay, audio gone, lol. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm going to continue with the Trek Radio, guys, and you guys look at all the audio right now, and the video stuff is just going to have to, bounce around. I don't know why it's doing it, but it's just the way it's going to be. So, let's see. Let me totally refresh. I gotta love radio sometimes. Sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't. If I have to, I'll break the live stream and start it again. What can I tell you? So, anyway, for the Trek Radio listeners, we'll go ahead and go through the show as normal, and if I have to, I'll just repeat the show for the live stream people. What it basically boils down to is that there was a crew of people, small group, that managed to get a hold of most of the live stream stuff. Or I'm sorry, not the live stream stuff, the original bridge in pieces. And I saw some really gnarly pictures of the stuff that was being thrown out from Paramount of the Enterprise D. It was really, really bad shape. I mean, it's all a lot of framework and scuffed up woodwork, and I mean, it was really, really, really bad. But I started talking to different people about this project and what they're doing. And they are working on trying to basically fully restore this bridge. Now, I don't know where they're going to store it when it's fully restored or how they're going to move it around. When I talked to different people, they said that it is going to be... they're going to take every piece little by little as they refurb the pieces, and as they repair them, they're going to bring them to the different conventions or bring them on tour at different locations. So I'm not exactly sure what stage. I mean, they're basically at the very, very beginning of this project, but they do have a lot of pieces of the bridge, if not the complete one. If you get a chance to check it out and thumb around the internet, I'll go ahead and drop the link into the live chat and onto the Trek Radio chat so you guys can look at this Kickstarter yourself and decide if you want in on it. I'll probably go in on it a little bit along with the fan base and stuff like that. But all the podcasters are going to start covering it. Like I said, some of the pictures were kind of, for diehard Star Trek fans, it was a little disheartening to see, the way they just dumped all this stuff out into the open. Now, if you're familiar with movie studios, which I used to work way, way back in the day when I was a youngin', I used to work for Universal Studios out in California. And if you've had a chance to go to any studio's backlot tour, realistically, you'll see that they take a lot of their props, their unused props, some of the larger stuff, and they're just kind of left out. Now, depending on the environment. Now, Paramount's in California, so it doesn't rain there very often. And when it does, it's a hit and miss. But a lot of their stuff is kind of stored out in the open. And like I've seen, when I worked at Universal, I've seen 5 or 6 DeLoreans and the Knight Rider car and the A-Team car and all that stuff. Just it almost looks like a used car lot or a salvage lot sometimes when you drive by this stuff, and you kind of look at it and go, "That's so sad." I mean, you look at how some of the stuff is in total disrepair, or it's not stored right, or it's just time just beats the shit out of some of that stuff, and it's just one of those things where, when I looked at the pictures originally, and I don't see them on this Kickstarter because it was kind of sad. and I know I'm blowing through this Kickstarter right now, but they're getting, different people to sign pieces of, the ship and stuff like that. And, depending on how much you pledge, they are offering different things. And that's how the Kickstarter thing is. When you pledge and they finally hit the funding goal, they send you, either T-shirts or autograph this or that and the other. Just take a look at it and see what it's all about. Get familiar with it, because we're going to probably be hearing a lot more about it as the time goes on. And hopefully, I'll be able to get these guys on the show to talk about it and show us some pictures of what they had before and what they have now. It's like I said, it was the original pictures I saw. Some of the stuff from Vegas was like, it's really, really, really sad. I mean, the stuff is in such huge disrepair. The chairs are all torn up and beat up. I mean, it's basically like they ripped the set apart and they just kind of chucked it into a truck or something to haul it off the soundstage, or just kind of chucked it outside. It's going to be a labor of love to pretty much get it back to full service. You're going to need a carpenter, a good reupholsterer and stuff like that to bring some of that stuff back. Not impossible, but should be interesting to see them do it. And I believe they're getting some help from Denise and Mike Okuda as far as like layouts and blueprints to how it would actually be to scale, so that they can bring it right back to its original glory. Like I said, I don't know where they're going to store this or how they're going to tour it around, but I'm sure it'll be fun. And if they manage to get it fully together, I don't think they'll get it fully together by Vegas 13, but it would be nice to have maybe the captain's chair from Next Generation there for people to see, and so on and so forth, and maybe some of the panels and whatnot. But hopefully this will be a project that will complete itself, and everybody will be able to take a look at it and stuff. It's good for a lot of different reasons. Good for the community. So I wish them all the best of luck. I'll keep promoting them every week and keep you up to date on what's going on with that. So, to the Star Trek stuff. I'm going to throw back a little bit to Season 7 Devblog 3. If you haven't read it, okay, I understand. If you haven't seen it, okay, I understand. I don't know why. Tholian in an EV suit was the picture that caught my attention. It was kind of interesting, and we were all kind of joking. How do you get a Tholian to get into an EV suit like that? Do they beam in? Do they? What about the Star Trek Renegades Kickstarter from Tim Russ? I will see if I can get a hold of Tim Russ and get him to talk about it for us on the show. Originally, when Michael Dorn was doing his, Michael Dorn did a little interview with us, and I was able to play that so that everybody could hear it. So I'm hoping to get a hold of Tim Russ and his people so that we can get him on the show, whether it be pre-recorded or live. It'll probably be pre-recorded. But either way, if I get him, that'd be great, so we can get him to talk about the Kickstarter and get that out there. Looks like a Transformer. I keep hearing Transformer references from not only the veteran ship and stuff like that. People were calling their ship all kinds of Transformer names and stuff like that. It was really weird. I, of course, called my veteran ship the SDF-1 Macross, because it had that super phaser beam array and stuff like that. So, anyway, I digress. The Romulan Colony Adventure Zone. Now, I'm going to talk more about this probably next week. I'm going to try to do some live play stuff, and if the live stream is dropping out, I'm noticing I've got nothing in the queue, so I'm hoping it's not dropping out, because I'm noticing I had a little instability on the live stream. So if it drops out, I don't know why, but it seems to be giving me a problem. So anyway, the Tholian EV suit and talking about the Romulans in the Adventure Zone, I guess attributed this to like the Big Dig, because I guess they were changing the names of the fleet actions a little bit as well. Speaking about the fleet actions and the STFs, there's all kinds of changes that I haven't had a chance to really get into on Tribble, and a lot of people are telling me they don't want to go on Tribble because they don't want to see it all while it's being put together. They don't want to ruin it, and I understand that. But for sake of argument, for sake of the show, I want to be able to give you guys the best look possible. Unfortunately, this week I have had zero time to do anything production-wise, so I'm going to try to take care of that a little bit post-show on the live stream if I can. I'll probably dive onto Tribble with some of the fleet guys, and we may do stuff and see what's going on with that. How do you get a Tholian EV suit? Sounds like the setup for a joke. Hopefully we'll be able to get more information, finalized information to you, because the problem with Tribble is that you start out with a lot of stuff and then they change it. And then you get used to it, and then they change it again. And we saw that a lot with Season 6 and the Starbase stuff. We started out, we thought we knew what was going on. We figured that we had it all set, and then they changed it. And then we would go, and we would master that, and then they change it again. So, same way they do right now for the Starbases now that are on holodeck. You know, they have, D. Stanstall's already said that, they are looking at the projects to see if they are too hard or too easy, or I don't know. I have no idea why why they keep going in and changing these things. I mean, I can understand. I get it, but I don't understand why they go in and keep changing it, especially right now. And I'm gonna kind of go off on a rant unintentionally about dilithium. Yes, I know about the lag spike on the stream. I know. Either that or everybody in the house is using the internet. Understand, I've got kids and their friends are all over here, so it's kind of hectic. If everybody's on the internet, it's getting crazy. So, there's nothing I can do about that. Nothing. So for the Trek Radio people, hopefully you guys are hearing me all right without any problems. So people have come to me and asked me, why is it that everything is costing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dilithium when it comes to like the fleet projects and stuff like that? Because people are saying it's either breaking their fleet to have to deal with the dilithium, or it's just too much of a grind. It's taking the fun out of it. And I agree with a lot of you. I really do. I don't want to have to sit here and I understand it's an MMO and you have to have some kind of grinding and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to grind anybody's gears or really start an argument over it. There's some people who I know in my fleet who are freaking money bags rich. I mean, they're hitting the cap for EC. They're punching out dilithium like tribbles. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't have that kind of time to invest, and there's a lot of players who don't. They come on, they get their Star Trek fix, and they're out. And now they're attaching dilithium costs to the STF sets, and it's just, from a business point of view, I understand why they're doing it, because you can go in and charge your account with Zen, $10, $20, $50, whatever. Go into the dilithium exchange, flip all those Zen points into dilithium, and now you've got a boatload of dilithium. And I don't know what the exchange rate is today. I didn't check it today. There were some times when you can get, like one Zen was like 250 dilithium. Now, there was one point where it actually was dropping really, really low, and there was people complaining that, oh my God, it's too low, I think it was 149 or 150 dilithium per Zen. I mean, it was 158. So it's still floating around that 158 mark. When it was new, it was like up in the 260s, 270s. People were complaining the other way. Oh, it's too much dilithium to get Zen points. Now it's too much, now it's not enough. It's a back and forth market. It's really kind of hard to judge what people want. I mean, if stuff comes into the Z store, Z points are obviously more valuable. But with everything, I mean everything recently, having dilithium attached to it, it's one of those things where it's like, unless you really start opening up the ability to gain dilithium in game, and I don't mean like 5 dilithium or 10 dilithium or pet your dilithium horda and get 1 dilithium. I mean like real rewards, other than other than doing these limited gated events. It's one of these things where, unless they really start opening up other avenues or really attaching, with all the different draw, and I understand you can go, and here's the thing, you can play every mission in the game again and stock up on lockboxes. That's great, but I think really they need to add an option to choose. Do you want the standard mission reward? Do you want a lockbox, or do you want dilithium? I think they need to add dilithium to everything, even if it's in small amounts. I understand that you don't want to overly flood the market with the stuff, and you don't want to devalue it, but it's to the point now where only the people who play this game, let's just say 40 plus hours a week, I'll even digress. Let's just say 20 hours a week. For those people who are hardcore players, it's one of those things where it's like, dilithium, sure, I just do my dailies, I do my PvP dailies, I do my mission dailies, I do my console clickers, whatever it takes, and I can keep dilithium going. But the problem is, 5 dilithium if you discard a lockbox. Okay, I get that. But, so you spend 10 minutes playing a mission, you get a lockbox, you dump it out, it's 5 dilithium. So, if that's the way they want to do it, okay, fine. But it's one of those things, well, I don't want to say rage quit. Some people are saying, oh, rage quit. I've gotten close to rage quitting a couple of times, and, I've got my fleet to smack me in the face and say, hey, look, we still love the show. We want you to do the show. We don't want you to quit. So, I keep doing it for you guys and for the fleet and for the other podcasts that, I talk to for this, that, and the other. But with all the changes, and again, I don't have all the changes available to me. I'm going to do a more in-depth look next week. Excuse me, my throat's going dry. But, this is what I get when I start raging. It's just one of those things where, by the way, if you listen using Trek Radio, the sound isn't lagged at all. Yeah, I'm having problems with the live streamer. The Trek Radio stream is working absolutely fine and flawless. I have a feeling it's my Wirecast software, or I have an incompatibility somewhere. Something's going on. I will hopefully get that fixed for next week, so that everybody can get it. If not, I'm just going to re-record the show itself and hopefully put it out without a problem. So, again, rolling back to the dilithium thing, there are people who love it and there are people who hate it. I am leaning more towards the kind of people who hate it, to a point, because it was supposed to be, way back then, they took all these currencies and all these marks of exploration and all these merits, and they got rid of them all in order to simplify the economy, in order to simplify the system. Now they are recomplicating the system to a point, especially now with the reputation system. And the reputation system, again, I don't want to speak about a bunch of stuff I don't know yet. There's guys who've been on there and talked about the reputation system. Supposedly, the reputation system is more like a mini fleet thing for yourself. And it's just one of those situations where I'm going to try to play it today and tomorrow and get on there and really learn about the system, bring you back some screenshots and stuff like that so we can really talk about it. Excuse me. And Romulan marks, Omega marks, it gets confusing after a while, just like the original when we had all those other things. Right now you've got dilithium, Lobi, energy credits, you've got LOL, gold press latinum, which is kind of like the laughing stock of this game, and it shouldn't be. Gold press latinum should really be much more valuable than dilithium, in my opinion. I think it would have been, and here's something. If dilithium was called gold press latinum, like if it was the flip flop of things, if it was gold pressed platinum instead of dilithium, would there be I'm sure there'd be just as much rage about it, but people would kind of get it. It would be like, oh, gold pressed platinum, okay, and there'd be more wheeling and dealing, and I think it would be more immersive and more fun, in my opinion. But they need to really incorporate gold pressed platinum more into this game, because it's been in every show, just about in every possible creation, from liquid to slips to bars to, it's just, there's so much more that can be done with that, and I don't know why it is like that. But I think it would be more fun, and then create a gold pressed platinum exchange. Just really change it out, and then it would give people a reason to play Dabo more. People would probably complain less of a gambling thing, because Dabo's already in there, and it is kind of a gambling thing anyway. People would be sinking tons of energy credits into gold pressed platinum. I don't know. There's so many different ideas that people have had and shared with me that I go, man, that's great. Some people say, oh, we should bring back poker. Yeah, I don't think poker will ever really make it into this game, to be honest with you, because you want to talk gambling, and that's some serious gambling. I understand it was pretty much featured everywhere. Triple carcass for 1,000 GPL equals pointless. But like I said, I don't want to get off too much anymore on a rant, because I'm not here to rant your ears off and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I call it dilithium gating is what it is. That's what I call it directly, because everything requires. Look at what happened to crafting when they dilithium gated it. It died. Nobody really crafts anymore. And crafting had so much potential, and I say potential because crafting was really kind of weird to begin with. But it made sense. You take a data sample, you take a schematic, you go to your computer, you punch out an object. Okay, I get it. But now using dilithium as a fuel source or energy source for that, okay, I guess I kind of get that. Energy credits. When was energy credits ever canon? I don't know. When was money ever relevant other than gold pressed platinum? Seriously. But it's one of those things where you got to look at it and look at the tools they have. And us as Star Trek fans and diehard Star Trek fans are going to look at this and go, are there things screwed up? Are there things totally not canon in this game? Yeah, of course. Is there anything from our end realistically that we could do immediately about it? No, not really. Other than we can sit here and post on it and post on it and post on it. There are ideas that are out there in the community that, this could have been. It is what it is. It's the only real Star Trek fix that people have as far as a game is concerned. And there's been up and down opinions. Oh, this is great. No, this sucks. It's okay. It happens. But one of the things you got to realize, does it have the possibility to change? Absolutely. So long as we continue to stay the course, so long as we continue to tell Cryptic, whether it be in PMs, emails, podcasts, whatever it takes, so long as we do it and stay together as a group and present them with, a how-to, along with how to implement it and where to come up with the ideas and reference, so long as they can get the approval for it, which, and I understand, red tape and approval, can't do this, can't do that. Hey, look, you got the license, you're still doing the game. How hard is it to, change something so that it's a little bit more immersive and realistic, honestly, in my opinion. With that, I'll go ahead and stop ranting. If there's anything you'd like to rant about or would like to, join me on a future rant about, please feel free. Email me, maverick@stokedradio.net. I'll be happy to bring you on the show next week or following weeks, and we can rant about whatever we want. But I'll go ahead and stop ranting, and I'll get back to the content. So, the Romulan Colony Adventure Zone. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to take a look at it. The only thing I've played that was new on Tribble was the Into the Hive. And my direct opinions on Into the Hive, it's definitely unfinished. Different audio. They need to, some of the text was actually funny. Like, I think some of the things was character says taunt here, taunt 1 here, or taunt 2 here, and I thought it was pretty funny when they were pointing it out to me. I'm going to go back and I did shoot a video, a real loose, unedited video, and I put it on YouTube in standard and in high definition of our run through it was our normal run. We didn't do an elite run, a normal run through Into the Hive, and it was fun. It was fast paced, but I think it was too fast paced. Now, some people have said that the reason why it was that fast paced right now is that's what they put in there to really kind of, wet your whistle, to get your attention as to what is in there. Like, there was other rooms and other little this, that, and the other that was on the actual map. And what I'll probably do is I'll go back and I'll demo record dive the map and see what else is around inside that map. It was fun. It was fast paced and fun. People are saying it's way too easy. Way too easy. Yeah, we did it on a normal run, Mike. Way too easy. And then there was people saying on Elite it was way too hard, especially a pug group. They were saying it was damn near impossible. Like, you could get through the main part of the map and get through the secondary part, but the final fight was like insane. Now, there are the STF experts who said, meh, still too easy. So I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of changes to it eventually, and what I'll do is I'm going to grab different people, some STF experts who have actually run through it on both Elite and Normal, get their opinions. How can it be made harder? How can it be made easier? Hopefully we'll start to see some of the voiceover work and some of the other stuff, maybe a couple of puzzles, but it was like, literally, it was like a run and gun. You jump in there, you get in there, and you can run and gun it and get it done fairly easily. But it was exciting. I'll say that much. It was exciting for what it was. I played through it twice. The video is available on youtube.com/STOked Radio. There was a link to it also on the forums. How to make it harder, put Darth Vader in the fight. That's funny. I know there were some complaints about, well, if you died in the last room and you were in the holding cell, why is it the AoE attacks were still able to hit you and kill you while you're still in there? It's just one of those things where they said, from what I was told, it's unfinished. There's still things they're doing on it, but they wanted to put that there to really get people's attention. And then there's people saying, well, now you have ground, but there's no space. How dare you're just boom, beam right into one of the most secure Borg facilities ever. You go right into the Unimatrix and you're able to get in there, and there's almost no real fight. So hopefully we'll see a space component for Into the Hive come up. They say they're going to up the hardness. Omega says they're going to up the hardness levels in about 2 weeks, and that's fine. But like I said, for what it was fun. If you get a chance to go on Tribble and you don't care about spoilers, go on there, check it out. What's the worst that can happen? You see it, you play it, you get bored of it, and then when it comes up on holodeck, you've already got the strategy mastered. And honestly, for some people, that's what Tribble is there for. They go in there, they test all the new stuff, they write the bug reports, and please, if you run into a bug, write the bug report. Don't just play it, laugh at the bug, and then ignore it. If write the bug report, post in the forums, hey, saw this, blah 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 blah. If you get if you get a chance to get a screenshot or if you're good with fraps or the demo record's not going to help you really track that stuff down. But, screenshots and fraps, fraps is not totally just jab and weave. Fraps is not totally free, but I'm sure you can find it out there through alternate means, and I'm not going to say anything more about that because I don't promote piracy. And somewhere that somebody's turning over in a grave laughing at me. But get a chance to take a look at it, try it out, do your own bug finding. Also, I don't know with the. Are they giving out rewards for Season 7 testing? See, I haven't heard anything about that either. I haven't heard anything about Season 7 testing rewards yet. But then again, there's not really a whole lot there. Like, when I first went on there, the ground map, the new sector space wasn't even open yet. So we weren't able to fly around the new sector. I don't know if that's changed. The 20-man ground, I hadn't had a chance to take a look at. The new Romulan Colony Adventure Zone, I haven't had a chance to take a look at. I'll probably take a look at that later today. And, just different little things, the reputation system and the rewards and how they've changed it stuff. For After Show, have you got the HD link? I can only find the normal version on YouTube. It should be right on there. After the show, Angelus, if you stick tight, I'll go ahead and pull that up for you. Or unless somebody wants to go to youtube.com/Stoked Radio. It's in the title. It says, I believe it was First Look into the Hive, and then there's First Look into the Hive HD. So that's basically the only difference. Is both of the videos should be there. If not, you can go to the Perfect World forums. I put it into. It had its own thread. Brandflakes had given it its own thread for a while. And then I kind of reposted it and added it to the discussion thread for Into the Hive, what they call the official thread. I think I was, for me, it was like page 4 or 5. Don't quote me on it. And there goes the phone. Why am I not surprised? So anyway, gotta love reality sometimes. I love it. And of course, nobody's going to answer it. So we're just going to let it go. So give me a minute here and I'll. Okay, good. Somebody got it. Looks like I got post-editing to do. That's fun. Gotta love live show. It's like live TV. You never know what's going to happen. So, moving on. Starbase featured project number 8. Boy, where do I begin to say the biggest waste of 200,000 dilithium I've ever seen? A 10-foot-long fish tank on the Fed base underneath what I was hoping to be the dance floor, which still hasn't come up yet. And then on top of it, what I looked at Holodeck, and I noticed now the conference table has moved. It's clipping wrong. The chairs are all kind of half the chairs are clipping into the table. Half the chairs look like they're way pushed back. Jesus. Every now and then, this game gives me a list of things to rant and rave about, just stupid stuff. Like, really? You put in the fish tank, but you completely ruin the clipping of the table that I've been waiting for forever. But you're going to charge 200,000 dilithium for a fish tank? Seriously? Are the content designers that bored? This must be one of these projects that the developers put together that they sit there and say, well, there are these little side projects that they wanted to do to look, it's aesthetically pretty. I get it. Okay, and yeah, it's nice to have a fish tank. But really, what is it? What's the marketing behind it? Do they want us to spend more time sitting there staring at the fish tank? Or do they want us going out there playing content? Or is this their idea of trying to distract us from the lack of content? And yeah, I'll say it, a lack of content. Season 7 has been a grind fest for the most part for the Starbase. After the first month, it's been the same thing over and over and over. Feed the grinder, feed the grinder, feed the grinder. I personally am sick and tired of feeding the grinder. Now, I'm not one like the original Stoked to sit here and say everything's all hunky-dory and have a real happy-go time. And I'm also not like some other podcasts where all they do is rant and rave and complain. I'm sorry, at this point it's like, what the hell is going on? And I understand, season 6 was what it was, and now they're doing season 7 with all this new content. At this point, if season 7 does not produce story-based, playable content, and I'm not talking the replay grind stuff, I mean some new story stuff. Now, season 6 did produce a lot of new ships and new DOFs, new DOF missions and stuff like that, but that's not immersive story. That's not something that I can grab 5 of my friends with, or 2 of my friends with, or whatever, or jump on and play Stow with my girlfriend. There's no motivation there for me to say, hey, honey, log in and let's go run this mission. It's one of these things. It's like, when are they really gonna put some serious story in there? The STFs now, you can basically, it's like a robot. I'm waiting for somebody to create like a bot or a trainer or something like that pretty much you can put, get into an STF and then run the macro, and it basically just does the whole thing for you. And I'm surprised that it hasn't, been done already. I'm sorry, season 6, not season 7. But what I'm saying is, with season 7, they need to really do this right, or you're gonna see more people sit here and say, you know what? I don't care if you. Well, I was about to say, I don't care if you make the lifetime subscription $100. You do that, there'll be tons of people paying for it. But it's one of those things where if they don't really start putting some unique story content in, I mean, even if it's a 5-episode or 4-episode featured episode or something like that, they got to do something. They got to do something. And to sit here and say, "Oh, it's planned in the future. It's planned in the future," you're going to get a lot more people. Star Trek or not, you're going to get gamers who are going to be like, "It's repetitive. It's over and over, again and again." I mean, I feel like it's Farmville, except Star Trek. To a point. Click here, click that, click this, click that. And rinse, recycle, repeat, log out, come back, do it again tomorrow. There's nothing really new to do. And I give all the credit in the world to the STF guys who have 200, 300, 400 STFs under their belt because they're trying to get that Mark 12 gear. And I've listened to them, and I've even started to do some more STFs myself. Simply because I feel kind of left out. I don't even have all Omega gear or all Mako gear and stuff like that, so I feel kind of left out. So yeah, I'm kind of driven now to go, oh, they've got that stuff. Well, now I want to get that stuff. Because I feel like I'm the guy who's left out, and I'm sure there's other people who kind of get like that too. But there's a point where the content is so repetitive that. I'll tell you what, I've been playing Command and Conquer. EA recently had a Command and Conquer thing. You buy, I think it was like $50 and you get all 17 games. I've been playing Command and Conquer, all of them, and been loving it for the most part. And I log on to Stow, I check to see what my fleet's up to, I chat with them and see what's going on there. I make sure that the fleet progression is still going because I'd like to see Tier 5. We hit Tier 4. We finally completed Tier 4 this morning at about 9 o'clock. And I know there are other fleets out there that already have their Tier 4 starbase done, and they're well on their way to working on Tier 5. And at this point, it's no longer a race; it's a marathon. And that's the best way I can say it when it comes to the starbase progression now. It's a marathon, and it literally is a marathon for the players, not so much for the content per se. We know, do this mission, do that mission, get the XP, keep piling up the XP, complete the next construction project, and move on and on and on and on. Okay, we get it. That's the way the system was designed. We've been dealing with that. But it's one of those things now where unless you get some real story, man, people are, I rolled a new character just to start over, and people looked at me. I had guys in my fleet going, "You did what?" "Yeah, I rolled a fresh character just to play through the storyline." and play through it slowly and just do stupid stuff just to, whatever. But at this rate, the game is designed, as far as I'm concerned, it's designed for a single player with a single character, because you're not really being rewarded with anything account wide anymore. Everything is, character wide, or character lock only, or bind to character. Now there are some things that are, bind to account. There should be more things that are bind to account, in my opinion. And there should be more options, especially for people who are doing the STFs over and over. And you will never hear me disagree with this next statement. For all these guys who have consistently done the STFs over and over and over, especially on one character, their professional character, their guy that does it, that gets it done, and they continually get drops they don't need, they should be account bound, not character bound. And then when they get all these extra prototype consoles and stuff like that, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say what some people have been saying. In Star Wars, when you get something that you don't want in a drop, you have, I think, up to 2 hours to trade it off to somebody else. Now, can you imagine if they were to implement something like that? Now, I understand, you're going to have the people who are going to try to flood the market and stuff like that. Fine. So you have that. But then people will actually start playing the game to see if they're going to be able to get that item. And yeah, you're going to, you got some of that, like some of the ships that came out, the boxes were like, 97 million EC. Yeah, I know, Mike, you laugh at that happening. I know. I'm trying not to laugh at it when I say it myself. But I'm just saying, if it was just an account-wide unlock, so you can't bind it off, it's bound to account. Okay, so you can't sell it off to the open public. You'd have people playing more, because it's like, oh, well, I already got this engine, I'll ship it off to my alternate. No big deal. Okay, and it's just that simple. I mean, there's guys who have multiple sets of this stuff, and they're going, so what? It's no big deal for them. But then to start all over and do it on another account, I don't know. Some people love doing that. I know for the dilithium people, I hear that's the tactic. They get like 5, 6, 7 characters together, and they do the dilithium thing all on one account, and then they merge it all, or they sell it all, or they convert it to Zen points, and then they go. It's a lot of work, and I'll grant you that it's a lot of work. And I give anybody who does it props, because it's a lot more work than this little broadcaster has to do. But seriously, we really need to. See, Mike, all my feds have Mark 12. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, how long are we going to keep doing it? And we keep saying that, and this is where I'm going to laugh again. We keep saying, oh, we're not going to put up with it anymore. We're not going to put up with it anymore, and yet we're still here. Why? Because it's Star Trek. Because there is nothing else out there that feeds this niche the way it does, and it does. I'll admit, the last lockbox, I went crazy and, got me got my time ship, and, and I didn't get it through a lockbox. I got my ship through a fan of the show, and I totally appreciate the donations. I always appreciate every donation, whether it be monetary to the show, or whether it be people sending me stuff, screenshots, stuff like that. I get it. And I thank everybody for it, because if it wasn't for the fans, if it wasn't for you guys who listen and listen to me rant today, Jesus, I wouldn't be here. So I really, I thank you guys for taking the beating with me and going along for the ride as well. But I believe there should be more account-wide unlock stuff. Seriously, there really needs to be. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. What can you do? So, boy, I didn't think I was going to be going on this long, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic. The Azure Nebula Rescue. Again, this is more season 7 stuff that I haven't totally had a whole lot of time to dive into, whether it be illness or work. I will do more stuff and probably release supplemental stuff throughout the week, or do a real big episode next week based all on Tribble stuff, so that if people who want the spoiler episode can get the spoiler episode they're looking for, with all the bells and whistles and everything on Tribble. So what I'll probably do is, I'll make that commitment to the fans now, to everybody listening, everybody watching. Next week is pretty much going to be a Tribble only episode. I'm going to work out a huge list of things I want to cover: screenshots, live play, you name it, live panels, however I can get it. I'm going to try to get as much as I can going from Tribble in season 7 that's available. Hopefully there's a lot there, and I'm giving them like almost 2-3 weeks heads up to put out content that I can talk about that's playable. And maybe we'll run some stuff live, and we'll do a huge 20-man on Tribble. So yeah, next week, big spoiler alerts. If you don't want them, I'm sorry, but it's kind of what we do here. So yeah, next week, big season 7 spoiler alerts. We're gonna pretty much dive everything into Tribble, and really dig through what's there on the content and stuff like that. Friday screenshots, obviously more Romulan Zone stuff. They're doing what I thought they were gonna do. Show number Mav's mild rant. I'm doing good with the ranting. I mean, I'm not swearing. I'm trying to keep PC. I'm trying to keep the show going. I'm in a moderately good mood until I log into Sto. Oh, I didn't say that. Yes, I did. So, Friday screenshots, more stuff on the Romulan world, and what I thought they were going to do with the Romulan stuff. I'm hoping they don't keep washing it with these purples and greens. I understand that's kind of the color scheme. But it'd be nice to have a little bit more vibrant colors other than this washed out green and purple. But I'm not going to argue, because new content is new content, and I'll take whatever they're willing to give at this particular point. The Hav and Mav rant show. You know what? I should have on the show one day. I really should. If Haverhaw's listening, I really got to have Hav on the show one day. I enjoyed being on podcast UGC the other week and going through that, and I think Hav's a great guy. I caught a lot of flack though when I said I was going to bring Mav from RSA on. I don't know why there was so much flack for me wanting to bring Redshirt Army Mav on, and I've been talking to Mav a little bit off and on through emails, and I do want to have him on. I do want to have him on. It'd be an interesting contrast, because I don't want to say we're total polar opposites, but I think we could put together a decent show without really sacrificing where our stances come from. Oh, here we go. People saying no, facepalm, it'll be the end of the show. No, it won't be the end of the show. I will try, and I say try because I've tried once before and I got shunned. I am going to try to get Chris. Well, I didn't try Chris, but I'm going to try to see if I can get Jeremy to come on the show. And maybe I can get Chris to come on the show. Somebody said he had logged in the game just once recently. It'd be an interesting point of view to see, since he's been gone for so long and doing his own thing, to have him come on and see what he thinks of the new content. See if I can get Jeremy to come on. I'll see if I can get Al again. I've reopened the lines of communication with Brandon, and I'm hoping to see if I can get somebody to come on to talk about season 7. And some of the stuff that they're working on. It'd be nice to start getting the dev interviews back again. It's just a lot of different things have to come into play to get that done. But I'm going to start working on that a little bit more hardcore to get that done. So for the fans of the show and stuff like that, you guys will have more insight. What about Dan Stahl? Well, Dan loves to do these interviews, but he's always so busy, trying to nail down a time, and here's the thing, obviously we do the show on Saturdays. I've been told that they'd like to do their interviews during times when they're at work, which means I would have to pre-record this stuff, so I can't get the community interaction that I like to get when everybody's live. If all I can get is pre-recorded, then fine, I'll do pre-recorded. If that's all I can get, then that's what I'll get. But what I'm going to still do is this show is still it's in its ending stages of beta. Simply because I still don't have the camera work done, I still don't have the green screen stuff. It's just okay. Somebody said Jeremy was on priority 1. Understand that priority 1 went to Cryptic, and it was more Al with Jeremy kind of in the background. So if it's possible to get Jeremy to do one-on-one, then I'll be happy to have him on. Absolutely. I've given the open invite to Cryptic on a number of occasions, saying, hey, if you guys got stuff you want to talk about, tell me. I'll be happy to put you on. I don't care when you want to come on. Just come on the show. Like I said, we'll pre-record it if we have to, and then we'll play it back for everybody. As soon as I get one, I'll let you know. As soon as I get one that locks in. The last one that I had, got canceled out because of scheduling conflicts, and this was pre-season. This was pre-season 6. I was supposed to, get Al on, and I wasn't able. The timing just didn't work out. So, still working on that. I'm always trying to work on getting you guys, the interviews and stuff like that, and I'm actually going to start reaching out now with the different contacts that I had from the convention. I'm actually going to see if I can reach out and get more of the stars to come on. If I can get Tim Russ to come on and talk about his Kickstarter and and so on and so forth, and really bring it out there. I'll use my contacts at Trek Radio to try to bring some good interviews to the show if I can. Again, all kinds of things that it takes time, and sometimes it's frustrating because it's like I've got I don't want to say I have all the time in the world, but when I'm not working, I'm sitting here at home trying to figure out how can I do this, how can I do that, learning new software, video bumpers, the whole 9 yards, trying to figure out how I can better make both my radio show and my video show the best that I can make it. Yeah, I'm kind of a one-man army here, and while I've got my fleet and the fans behind me feeding me stuff and sending me screenshots and sending me videos and all this other stuff, trying to keep the 24-hour channel up and running and get those Foundry files guys on. You guys have your own show. Deal with it. No, I'm just playing. I can bring Murphy. No, they suck. I'll bring Murphy and them on to integrate their show back into Stoked, considering, I have a 2-hour block here on Trek Radio and stuff like that. So it's just, there's so many different things, and it's just trying to line it all up and trying to get it all together that, it just sometimes, I wish I had a regular full-size studio and had a co-host and stuff like that. And I was thinking last week, actually it was the week before, that I might put out an open application to the community for a co-host, to bring them on the show every week, and also for a production assistant and a research assistant, stuff like that, and really start, hammering down this show and getting it back up to snuff. I'm still working with one of my fleet guys who's a graphics artist, Lee, I'm still waiting for my videos. I'm hoping. Ed Murphy, you don't have something for the Foundry Files, man. I was dying repeatedly. Yeah, I heard one of the Foundry Files episodes was kind of a bash on me. I'll deal with that later. So, for you Foundry guys, oh, there's Lee. I'd like my graphics soon. I know you've been busy. If you're looking for payment, I can pay you an EC or something. I don't know. For the Foundry Files, guys. Episode 3 after your comment on you, man. Okay, all right, Murphy. All right. For the Foundry Files, guys, and for the Foundry players, continuing on with what I did have planned for this show, Spotlight on the Foundry that came out on the 19th is an episode called Relics by Kirkfat, and some of us know Kirkfat very well. It's a Federation faction mission. Any level can play it. The mission summary is this. The Klingon Empire is occupying a planet for unknown reasons. You are sent to investigate why the Klingons are so concerned with a world of insignificant military value. First of all, for the Klingons, there's nothing insignificant. If they're taking over a planet, it's going to be something. It's got to be for a reason. Either that, or it's just to straight out annoy people. But anyway, Relics was an episode that won the Foundry Challenge 4. And what I'm going to suggest to the Foundry Files guys as well, and I don't know if they already do this, is covering the Spotlight on the Foundry and the Foundry challenges and really getting out there and getting in depth, since they are more knowledgeable of it. And if I can work with Murphy and Wee Wee from Foundry Files, then I'll have them come on the show on a weekly basis. And Klingons are... No, I'm not saying that. And they can talk about all the Foundry stuff and what's new and what's in there. Yes, Mike, the TeamSpeak server is up. It isn't responding. I don't know why it isn't responding. I'll go ahead and drop the link back in there. It should be. I don't know why it's not. I nominate Admiral Murphy as co-host. Is it a console clicker? I only play those. So, without getting overly distracted and going off topic, we'll continue on to the next one. So, here's the new thing, this STOked Gateway. Boy, there's been people who kind of lolled at this. I haven't had a chance to really kind of check it out. It's one of those things where I really don't know what this is going to be overly useful for. I mean, so you can access your in-game status on your desktop, tablet, or smartphone. I think it is here's the thing. It is an intro to what could be, like things that we were talking about in the past, where you can use the DOF system through the web. Which I hope that this is where they're going with this, or you could sit here, or maybe you can gear up a character remotely. I'm not sure exactly, other than kind of a snapshot so that you can kind of e-peen yourself over the web or something like that. I really don't know yet what this is all used for. Character information and data will be pulled. Right now, it only works on Tribble. Somebody said they weren't sure if it was a bug or working as intended, but right now it's all just on Tribble. So, if you're trying to pull up your holodeck stuff, you're just gonna have to wait. But I'm hoping that they put more integration into it, especially the DOF system. Somebody says it failed on their iPhone. Well, it's still in beta. It's early beta, which is why it's on Tribble right now. Again, next week I'll cover all the Tribble things that have come out, and I'll really get into it that way. And let's see, I can get to work on my desktop. So, this episode is kind of like, well, as far as holodeck is concerned, there's not a whole lot to talk about, but as far as Tribble's concerned, there's tons. Like I said, unfortunately, I haven't had a whole lot of time to really, test Tribble. I'm planning to do that this week. So if you've got stuff on Tribble you want to talk about, again, please email me, maverick@stokedradio.net. Shoot me a PM on my forums, if you're registered on my forums, and I will do a huge 2-hour, go through Tribble and really pull everything out of it that we can, talk about everything, graphics, live gameplay, whatever I can get done, I'm going to try to get done for Tribble. Last thing I'm going to cover here, Season 7 Dev Blog 6, Chaos in Romulan Space. This is, just, again, more story filler for what's to come in Romulan Space. And while I love the dev blogs where they talk about the story filler, why not just create a mission that's a story filler? Focus the dev blog on creating like one mission that covers a story filler or a transition or something like that. Like the way they did. Again, I go back to this because I thought it was very successful. The way they did when they introduced the Odyssey. One episode, just even if it's one episode a month, where it introduces something, that would be something worthwhile to me. Seriously. That would be something I could sit here and say, okay, this month we're talking about this. Not every week, and I understand the week stuff is, every week is a lot of work. Story missions take work. I know they take work. I know they do. But here's the thing, and God, this is gonna sound bad. If the Foundry authors can do it, why can't the Cryptic guys? And the Cryptic guys have better tools. If the Foundry authors can put out a mission for these Foundry challenges and all this stuff with the limited tool set that they have, why can't the Cryptic guys do official ones? Murphy, what are you up to now? Like 47 missions? 48 missions? I don't know. Give them a break. It's not like someone made 34 missions this year. Okay, see? Okay. So it's like, I'm telling you. If the Foundry authors can do it, they can do it too. If they just had a better tool set. I don't know. Here's a concept. Why don't you... they're always interested in making money. Here's a making money scenario that Cryptic can do. Let's, give certain individuals the option to pay for an upgrade to their Foundry account that gives them better mission tools along the lines of Cryptic. Now, understanding that the disclaimer is whatever they write becomes obviously the intellectual property of Cryptic and Perfect World. But, you just like you have Microsoft and stuff like that, do those developer kits, those software developer kits, you go on, you log in, you download it, you can create a program. Why not give the Foundry authors that kind of tool set? Be like, okay, here's, we're offering now for the Foundry authors. No, Zink says he doesn't want to do that. Look, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the best idea. I'm not saying it's ever going to happen. But, if you think about it for a minute, I think that would be, I feel it would stop the Foundry. Well, no, you don't. I'm not trying to stop the Foundry. I'm trying to supplement the Foundry. Okay, so you can have silver and gold and lifetime subscription for the game. Okay, so why pay to make content for a game Cryptic won't make content for? Yeah, look, like I said, there can be an argument made either way, up and down. Okay, there can be an argument made for, yeah, this is a good idea, no, this is a crappy idea. Here's the thing, okay? A lot of other MMOs, before free-to-play became the big, catchphrase, you'd pay for an expansion, or you'd pay for a set of expansion missions. There's still games out there that do it. World of Warcraft, you pay your $29 or whatever dollars to get the next expansion to new content and stuff like that. Why not give them the option, and again, it doesn't have to be something you do, give them an option to purchase a more robust tool set. If you can activate codes on accounts to give them, lifetime subscriptions, why couldn't you access a developer, why can't you access a developer tool set? it's still just, you're not a dev. You're not, you're just, you just say, you have Foundry Lite and Foundry Pro. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I have no idea. And with the purchase, they send you a CD with a little manual on how to use a more robust tool set for creating missions. It's almost like subcontracting to a point, except you're not really getting paid, which that's the whole idea of subcontracting, is to get paid. But I'm sure somebody, you would kill all UGC output. Well, I'm not trying to kill the output. I'm trying to give them more tools. Now, granted, we've been hearing for months now that, the Neverwinter Foundry is so great, and this, that. I still have no idea. Not a clue, because I haven't seen it. But there's so many great tools in the Neverwinter Foundry that they're going to port over and add to the STO stuff so that, it'll be bigger and better and badder, and you'll have more Foundry missions. Again, if it's come down to the point where we as game players are relying on other game players to create story content, then, in my opinion, they need to give them better tools. We got screenshots of Neverwinter Foundry on Foundry Files 3. Okay, great. They need to give them better tools. They need to give them better, map creation tools, better character creation tools, better storyline tools, the whole 9 yards. Be able to integrate puzzles, yes, no gates, the whole 9 yards. They need the tools in order to create really robust missions. But again, I digress. We can sit here and wish and want and hope and pray that Cryptic makes the right decisions and puts in the content that we're all hoping is going to be there, and and for the most part, and I would love to statistically know, which I'll never know, how many people are new to the game this year, how many people are original players from day zero. I'd love to know how many people are lifetime subscribers versus regular paying subscribers versus free to players. What as a free to player do you think of the game, especially if you're new? What as a lifetime player do you think of the game? Are you still here? Are you? I mean, if you're still watching the show and you're still playing the game, the most direct question is why. I would love to know. So along with next week being a pretty much all Tribble episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my email here into the chat. And here's where I'm going to make the ultimate mistake, because I know I'm going to get the spam crapped out of my email. Email me what you think. Actually, I'll put it out like this. Send me an email on what you'd like to see me talk about on Tribble, if you're into the spoilers. If you're not into the spoilers, obviously don't send me a bunch of hate mail. No, I don't want you to do a Tribble episode, because I'm going to do it. It's going to do it next week. Here's what I'd like if you're going to email me. As a player, how long have you been playing? Are you a day zero player? Are you a subscriber? Are you a non-subscriber? Are you silver? Whatever. Please don't sign me up for a bunch of crap. And yeah, see, I know I'm going to regret this, but I'm doing it anyway. Let me know how long you've been playing STO. Are you new? Are you this year? Last year? Have you been around since day zero? Were you around in beta? Let me know. Okay. Are you a lifetime subscriber? Are you a monthly subscriber? Or are you a free to player? If you converted either one way or another, tell me why. Why you converted from one to the other. And then, why do you still play the game? Why do you still support the game? And what I mean by support is, you support the game obviously by playing it, and you watch the shows, and you watch the podcasts, and you listen to all the other stuff, and while that's all fine and dandy, do you contribute monetarily? And I'm talking, do you take some of your real world money and go and buy Zen cards, prepaid Zen cards, or do you, charge money into, holy crap, my live stream got spammed. Do you spend money on the game other than your subscription and stuff like that? I will sit here and say, I'll say this. I've been around since closed beta. I became a lifetime subscriber a week before the game went live. I've been playing the game consistently. I wasn't always in Jupiter Force. I don't think I got into Jupiter Force until almost after my first year. I have 2 lifetime subscriptions, one for me and one for my girlfriend, because we both committed to it. And yes, I do spend my hard-earned work money sometimes too much. Every couple of months, I put money into the game. Whether I buy 1,000 Zen points or 2,000 Zen points or 5,000 Zen points, and I've spent some money on here. My girlfriend's giving me the shame finger right now. It's one of those things where I still put money into the game because I know part of my money that I'm spending into the game is going to go, hopefully, toward content development. Tommy Tom asks me, Mav, how much have you spent on the game since January of this year? I would have to go back and look at all my credit card bills and stuff to see how much I've spent. I'll say this much: since season 6 released, I have probably spent enough to buy me, at minimum, one more lifetime subscription. At minimum. With the last lockbox, I know for sure I added $60. So 308 weeks is probably being no, that's not on sale. That's normal price, which would have been like $300. $300 is probably a good rough for over 8 weeks. Yeah, maybe about that much. Yeah, I'd say 12 weeks because season 6 came out July, August. So I know Chunter says stop spending. So July, August, September. We're now in October. So so we'll say over the last 3 months, I'd say I've put in an additional $300 into Perfect World and Cryptic and into this product. So, have you bought any lockbox keys this week? No, I have not. I have stuck with about $100 a month. That's easy to say. About $100 a month, if that. Sometimes it's a lot less, but I'd say about $100 a month. What drugs are you on? No, I'm not on any drugs. You know what my drug is? My drug is my fans, my show, the work I do here, and my gaming. That's my drug. So, that being said, Cryptic devs, when they see Mav's bills on STOked, sucker. Yeah, I know. But I look at it like this. Either you're going to support and contribute the product that you want to succeed, or you're not. My girlfriend has spent absolutely zero. It's just me, and when I spend for me, it's all for me. She plays and she jumps on very, very, very rarely. Other than her lifetime account from way back when. So it's one of those things where if you like a product
you invest in it. And this is my investment. Because here's the thing. The investment I make in the game also becomes the investment in the show, which also turns around and has its own rewards on its own. So I can't totally complain. So we say over the let's just say it like this: over the $300 that I've spent into the game over the last 3 months, the show through the fans, I got my Wells ship. There are some people who paid oogobs of money and still don't even have that ship. So did I kind of pay for the ship? Yeah, I guess you can look at it that way. It's entirely up to it's all perception in which how you perceive the game. There are people who sit on their stipend and they wait for the right moment, or they play the market kind of like the stock market, and they invest a little bit here and see where it goes. For the most part, and I'm going to make this statement in closing. For the most part, I love Star Trek Online. I love the community that's involved, the people that are involved with it, not only from the devs, but the fans. It's a great outlet. I have tons of fun in my fleet, and everybody else who has the fleets with their events or with their Ventrilo or TeamSpeak and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. It's just one of those things where if it was just a one-player game, a single-player game, it'd be boring. But because you have the community and you have the people and your friends from all over the world, and it's even more great. It's even more funner, more great, more interesting, whichever broken English or however you want to say it. When you have friends that that play the game as well. Sometimes even local friends. It just makes it that much more interesting and fun. And it's because of that fun factor, and it's because of the fact that it is Star Trek, that we all have that common bond that keeps this game going. And all the negativity that does come out, there is the one thing that's still there, and it's the community, it's the players, it's you guys, the listeners and the viewers, that especially keeps the podcasters going, and it helps continue on with exactly that. It feeds that little itch that we have right now. It doesn't totally feed it; it leaves us hungry, mind you, but it's just enough table scraps to keep us playing. Plus, realistically, there's still nothing else really out there. Not from a game point of view. I mean, you can go back and play the old classic games, the one-player games, but it's just what it is. But it's the community, it's the MMO type community, the gamer community, the dedicated to Star Trek and the bettering of the world, that people, that people who play this game and stuff like that, still play. This is a game of this. I'll say it again, and bold or not, it's a game of the intellects. It's a great selling line. There's nothing else out there. It's a game of the intellects. I mean, there are some talented people in the community, and I say community, and I reference my fleet a lot because I've got writers, I've got producers, directors, assistant movie directors. I mean, people with real careers that just have so much talent and skill, but we all come together and we have a good time joking on each other and pushing each other around, and sometimes we go too far, but it's by next week, next day, tomorrow, whatever, we're all back laughing about it. And from me doing my Slay the Stash to jumping into a public PvP and getting killed by everybody 20, 30 times. It's all about fun. And so long as we're having fun, even with the content droughts, it's still fun. So that pretty much is me on my soapbox today. Got a lot of listeners on Trek Radio. Thank you very much for really being there and being with me and enjoying the show. As always, you can catch Stoked Radio live here on Trek Radio, 2 p.m. Eastern. Usually runs from 2 to 4. 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Runs for about 2 hours if I have that much stuff to talk about. You can catch the replays on livestream.com/Stoked Radio. You can catch other episodes of Stoked. I'm going to start loading more stuff there as the weeks go on and continually upgrading. So feel free, always join me, Stoked Radio, live, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on Saturdays here on trekradio.net and on livestream.com/Stoked Radio. Send me your emails, maverick@stokedradio.net, and I'll see you out there.
This is Lisa Lo Cicero, Ensign Meryl Paris from Voyager, and you are listening to Trek Radio.
Oh, you live stream guys. I know it's Voyager. You got to remember, that is the one... Alt existed. I missed the show. Yeah, you kind of missed it. I've been on for an hour and a half almost. For you live stream guys, I'm still live. We're off the air on Trek Radio. So if you are still... Voyager's not bad. Enterprise was worse. The reason why I played that particular bumper is that was one that I sat down with Lisa Lo Cicero and did myself. I was at the Star Trek Las Vegas convention this past year, and I had the opportunity to interview her and whatnot. And she graciously did a bumper for me. I was gonna do a personalized bumper, but I was told by my production manager that if I'm gonna get bumpers, that I have to do them for the station, not for the specific show. Next year they can kiss my ass because I plan on getting as many as I can for both, so I can get some unique ones. Let's see here. Like I said, I was thinking this afternoon I was going to jump on and do live play on Tribble, but I have decided I'm going to push all my Tribble live play stuff to next week. And do a huge Season 7 preview and what I can dig out of there from there. Alt, if you're still listening, I would love to have more of the Foundry guys come on the show. Come to the Starbase map. Okay, I'll come to the Starbase. I would love to have more of the podcast guys come on the show soon and do like a really focused Foundry episode. You can organize it through Murphy and stuff like that. Omega says PvP. I'm starving. Where am I going to the Starbase? Am I going to Tribble or Holodeck here? Let's see here. PvP. Okay, I'll think about it. I really don't want to do PvP. I'm freaking hungry. Let's see here. Tier 4. Oop. And I just lost all my chat stuff because my game window popped up over my chat stuff. That doesn't help at all. Let me move that off the window here. Let's see here. So give me a minute here. Brooklyn says he created something for me. That's good. Trying to log into the game here, so give me a second. Come on.
I can see. What are some of the economy issues Stowe is having right now? What issue? There are some economy issues Stowe is having. Yeah, there are a lot of economy issues. And I can do an economy episode, or at least an economy supplemental. Let's see if I can get this on here. Get this all fit in a window here, so I can get it. There we go. Yeah. Looks like a prisoner suit. Yeah, you know what I want? I want the orange jumpsuit from the what is it? From the prison episode. I really do want that one. Let's see here. Go to the starbase. Oops. Main display. Let's see here. Oops. Nope. See, this is the problem with having, 3 monitors sometimes. It gets a little squirrely. Game client. There we go. So yeah, for those of you who haven't seen what a Tier 4 base looks like I said, we managed to finally get our Tier 4 base completed. For those of you in the smaller fleets, yeah, it's definitely a grind to get to here. But I think the rewards kind of speak for themselves, honestly, in my opinion. It's a cool looking base, and I can't wait to see the final production for Tier 5. I think it's really interesting how it's all turned out. I'm trying to keep my ship out of the frame so you guys can see it as I do the fly around for it, so you guys can see it all here. Let's see here. Actually, let me unmute myself on TeamSpeak and bring the TeamSpeak audio back into it. Oh, Omega, you got an open mic or something there. I heard a fan or a drill or something. So, I'm going to go up into my standard chat here.
No, look down.
No, like I said, they don't see my cock.
Hey, Mav.
Hi, you guys are live on the live stream.
Oh no, see us.
Hey, Mav.
You guys are live on the live stream, just letting you know.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
Oops.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Murphy, that's
The actual show is over. I'm on holodeck doing fly around to the starbase.
Nobody curse.
Mav.
Randall.
Mav, I just want to tell that I was talking with these people who were invited in the zone chat here on the starbase, and they are all congratulating us for the Tier 4 starbase and telling us that it's soft and look and that we did great job.
Oh well, it's like I said, it's a commitment. You have to. It's no longer a race to see who can get to Tier 5. It's now a marathon, especially with, and it's a long-term marathon. Especially with the way dilithium has become a huge, sink in this game. For those people who are the heavy dilithium players, like I said, it's just one of those things. Let's see here.
It stopped being a race when we lost.
There's I'm getting different little PMs and questions. What did we do to get the green DOFs that we needed for the 1,000K projects? Anybody have an answer to that one?
DOF missions.
We have a fleet that just donated them all.
Yeah,
The
pretty
missions
much.
I give you guys.
We
Tax, exchange.
Yeah, we basically hit the critical mass, in my opinion, where we have enough people
Bridger.
that just doing the regular missions just happen to have enough of that stuff that we fill it out within a day or so.
I mean, that's literally what it boils down to. It's working as a team. Some of us have our strong points. There are those of us who are huge dilithium people. There are huge STF people. Being in the fleet, you don't have to do everything, but you can be really good at a couple different things. The USS Lockbox, Dismiss, or Die. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Jesus. All I see is Lockbox, Dismiss, or. I don't see anything else.
Hey, we're on the live stream. Don't swear.
Yeah. Okay.
Mav, turn on PMs.
Yeah,
My PMs are on. Here's the thing. I have a problem with my account, and I've had to talk to Brandflakes about it. For some reason, unless you are a friend, it won't. Like, you can't send me emails. You can't send me PMs. I'm open to the public. I don't know why. Oh, ha.
I know why.
Did you try /hide or /unhide?
Well, I'll try that.
/unhide should fix that.
/unhide.
Oh, you are no longer anonymous. That's a new one.
It's been around since I've been in the game.
Holy
That's
crap!
been around forever.
I don't ever remember turning it on.
That's a
never
cryptic
told
thing.
me
They
about
had
the
the same
problem.
thing in City of Heroes too, because you could hide in Heroes that way as well.
I don't ever remember turning that on. I swear to God.
It might have been
No
turned
wonder
on
people are like,
technically
"Why are you ignoring me?" I'm like, "I'm not."
It was on for me as well.
Is it like on by default or something?
It
No,
might have
you
patched,
have to-
turned on
yeah.
when you patched. It did that to me too.
It's automatic after each pug. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it. I don't know. It's just weird. I've never had that happen before.
Nor have
I wish it would kick in after each pug.
Who's sending me an invite?
Why do people pug? Don't pug. Pugging is
Oh, I
bad.
only pug to watch the wheels fall off, man. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Bird.
I pug like depending on what's going on. You know, I pug around and stuff every so often.
I just sit there and go, oh, he's a screw up. He's gonna mess up. Try to bet.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna dock here at the station and let's see this ridiculous fish tank again. Just because I can.
Oh, you guys got the.
Yeah, we got
Play everything.
we got the fish tank.
Yeah, we got the fish tank suppressor there, Mike.
Got 9 fish for their $1,000 lithium.
That's
It's
a
a very
$50,000
nice-
dilithium item tops.
9 holographic fish. To be
Hello, Alpha.
And
So yeah, I mean, if you look in the fish tank,
Matt
what
had
is it?
spent like 5-10 minutes with his occasion in front of it, staring at the fishies.
Yeah.
Licking my lips and saying sushi.
So yeah, if you look at the fish tank, you'll see the busted down DS9 in there. And what was the other thing that we found in there? Oh yeah, the broken Klingon ship.
Wait, what broke S9?
Oh, inside the fish tank, you'll see a busted like a Deep Space Nine in the bottom of the fish tank on the left, and on the far right,
that's awesome.
you'll see the broken Klingon ship that's in there. Oh, my whole couple of my fleet guys are here waiting for me. I see Magnus from Risa, Mr. Whiskers. Okay.
What?
Well, there's a guy from the Galactic Guards, Mr. Whiskers. Say hello to them.
Hey, at least it's not called Mr. Bigglesworth.
Oh, I'm sure there's somebody out there.
Oh, I know Mr. Bigglesworth.
349th Assault Tactical Force. Welcome. I feel like I'm out of uniform. I gotta change uniform.
Hey, you see that one idiot Riker?
Oh, that one idiot Riker.
Pajamas.
PNC of Water asked where I can get the. Are you talking the time suit that I was wearing? That came out of the Lobby store. That's one of the things that I did spend my Lobby on.
Looks like a Riddler outfit.
Temporal pajamas.
Yeah, the temporal PJs. Yeah, you know, and you can change the color and stuff like that.
It looks like you're ready for Christmas.
It can also be found on the exchange.
Your onesie.
Oh, are they? Is it up on the exchange too? Okay, I didn't know if it was there as well.
Change those colours, whatever you do.
All right, I'll change
Seriously.
them. Change them to what? Should I go candy
All
stripe?
black.
All black? Okay. Should I go candy? I could go lollipop candy striper for Christmas.
Oh,
No.
guys, I just had the most awesome glitch. My ship has quantum stream stuck on.
Whoops. 43rd Tactical Wing. Welcome. What is that?
Slip into your Mark 12 ground gear.
That's right. Shut up, asshole. My Mark 12 ground gear. I don't have any, douchebag.
Yeah, I thought you couldn't curse right now.
Yeah, but
I knew I'd give him the curse.
The Britannian
applies to us, not
Britannian Empire. Hello, welcome.
Can we get your party
See?
poopers out?
See, now, if I had my dance floor up there, we could all have a dance party.
We'll put some music on.
Put some music
Someone
on.
invite
Yeah,
me, I
probably
got
could.
this fish
Your
tank.
dance
If this was
eventually.
Star Wars, you just throw down the
got your
disco
table,
ball
Lee.
and everyone would
Let's
have
go
a good time.
at the table.
Oh, the table that's all screwed up there?
Yeah, I haven't seen it since it got screwed
Oh,
up.
God. It's like it's shifted over by like a foot.
To the table.
Ew, it has.
It's completely off center now.
Now play Benny Hill music.
I'm not like Randall. I don't have all this stuff queued up instantly. Yeah, it clips all funny now. Even it's just. It's like all they did was you put in a fish tank and you screw up the clipping on the table. Really?
That's a cryptic game for you.
Yeah, it happens. You know, what can I say? Put in music. I have a request for music. Okay, let's see here.
They should have music in the turbo lifts.
So Mav, you need a co-host, huh?
I'm gonna start seriously looking into it.
So you're seriously gonna get me on the show?
Seriously gonna do what?
Get me on the show?
I'm always willing to try. I mean, it's what's the worst that'll happen? He says no.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know.
Nice. There's this little alien here on case 7 with a batleth on his back, and his named Muhaha.
Yeah, free to play has brought great names.
Oh, there's some very creative names out there.
Chunter's got the best.
Vag Moist. Yep, right there.
Oh yeah, Chunter's
Oh,
had
great.
the best one for ages.
Didn't you see Mr. Epic Lulls?
Who's that?
Mr. Epic Lulls?
No, where?
Nice uniform, Murphy.
No, I've seen him at ESD
Oh,
all
Epic
the time.
Lulls? Okay. Blowjob trying to get his little camera on now, all the way down there. Little blowjob.
You want a little blowjob? What?
Well, he's right there. If you're looking for him.
I think I might have helped
get away from me.
Mr. Epic Lulz once at Memory Alpha crafting.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
see
sure I did.
Oh, we could always go on the live stream and I can go sit in the chair and you guys can go do to me what you did last time.
No.
Nope.
I spelled choke.
No.
Right.
Not work safe.
Not on the live stream. People don't want to see that. You'll really ruin Stoked Radio.
It's a personal recording.
If you want to end
right,
the
Murphy?
podcast, that's what you can do.
Totally not work safe.
Yeah, see, you know what? Cryptic, let's get this right. This is a huge party with no dance floor and no music. Seriously, where's the dance floor? We got the bar, we can all get drunk, but we can't have a dance party.
And we can't play chess because no pieces.
Right. That would be neat. You know what? That would be neat as a mini game to be able to actually do the 3D chess. I mean
that and poker.
I want to feed the fishes.
I just don't think they're going to put the poker in there.
Screw poker.
But yeah, 3D chess we've been asking for that since the game came out. I mean, how hard could it possibly be to program, the
chess pieces, right?
Yeah, just any licensed chess game out there. And I know that Star Trek has released the rules for 3D chess before, because they actually sell 3D chess sets via the various gift shops.
Those are hard to find.
Are they?
I've had a hard time finding an actual manufacturer of a full-on 3D chess set.
Because they're usually in those, various catalog things, like the Sword catalogs and any of those, like Bud K. I know I've seen the Star Trek 3D chess and Bud K over the years a number of times. It's like one or two particular licensed manufacturers, and they only advertise in the catalogs. But yeah, like $60. So the rules exist. I can't imagine that CBS won't easily license them to Cryptic, and there you go. How hard could it be to turn that into a 2D actual game like they have?
Damn, it's
laziness. They just don't want to devote the resources to something, even though there'd be a giant payoff.
It is what it is.
Great from the 300 fleet. Well,
they're going to add the poker game on the last day of the game. Just like in the last Next Generation episode where when Captain Picard came to the game.
12, 2012?
I think Picard went to play poker long before All Good Things. There was another episode.
That was the first time he played with them.
I could have sworn there was another episode where he went to play with the officers at the end because of something that happened to him.
Nope, because when he's done, they say it's finally about time you joined us, sir.
It was all good things.
Yeah.
What you know has been a lie.
It's all a lie.
So much.
It's Russell.
Hey, Russell, we're live.
Yes, don't swear.
Yeah, no swearing.
Just let Mav swear.
Yeah, let Mav.
Well, I know I had a couple eke out on the episode, so.
A couple?
No, actually, you were clear the whole episode.
No, I mean swearing. I'm sure I had a few swears that popped out.
You mean the show? No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I did.
I mean, I pretty much listened to all of it.
Yeah, I don't. Every now and then, the flash queue for Wirecast would peak out all the way to red, and that's when I realized people were saying, "Oh, I'm stuttering," or "I'm skipping," or something like that. So far, for the last, I want to say, the last hour, it hasn't done that. I don't know why. I don't know why it does
Safety dance? Really? Safe dance?
Yeah.
Chumbawamba, play Chumbawamba.
See, now it's doing it again. It's starting, like the flash queue is filling, and then it keeps downing out, so I don't know if it's bouncing around again.
Are you listening to Trek Radio? Plays the same 5 songs over and over again?
No, this is actually my broadcaster. I'm just playing whatever.
Holy crap ton of people.
Yep.
Mike, where are you on the starbase?
We should line up, take a picture on these, these little...
I'm in game now. Somebody shoot an invite.
Over here.
I want to see your fish tank.
Send me a PM.
Classified.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I can't remember what your at name handle was again.
Send it to Gowron at Darksided.
Mike_Hawk.
Thanks to the 200,000 dilithium, we decided to feed the fish dilithium.
They now glow pretty blue.
Did you get it, Mike?
Yeah. I'm loading now.
Who else wanted one?
The hell did I just get on for?
What did it want? Oh, don't swear. We're on the live stream.
Yes, we are on live stream.
We need 6 more
Come
people
to
to
the
line up.
Starbase. Be happy.
Yes, eat cookies.
And then someone has to take a picture because someone in the picture isn't going to get the right angle.
How come you don't have a helmet on those big chobes?
I don't have it yet.
Oh, you don't have it yet.
Nope.
2 more people. We're
You know
almost
what?
filled out.
I keep wanting to create a chobe. Just to
Yeah,
just to join the family.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Have chobe.
Well, what's nice is because my character's alien, I can just freaking create it as an additional costume.
No.
If you do create a chope, he has to have a mustache.
Oh.
Take the shot.
Server not responding.
If you create a choke, we'll have Peach you.
This is me,
Don't
probably.
do it.
Do it.
You make a trove, Mav, Wesley will succeed you.
Hey, Trixie, switch places.
No.
A lot of vagina.
Let's see. Gaius, we have a couple different ways that the fleet uses chat. We use TeamSpeak. We use an inter server fleet chat, which is obviously in the game. Most of us, it's just kind of a combination of TeamSpeak and the fleet chat when we're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's a private global channel for the other one.
Why are we suddenly look like we're all standing on these pedestals? We all look like some random statues.
Because we're taking screenshots.
We're statues.
Because it's awesome. Trying to get some screenshots from different angles.
Sweet. I just made 7 mil.
Telephone.
I got the fun.
We are statues. That's what it is.
You know the really nice thing about Tier 4 Starbase is that you can buy purple doffs with fleet marks and sell them.
Shh. Don't tell them that.
Oh, they
They'll
should
fix
know.
it.
It's the reason you want to go to Tier 4. Grind it out.
Hey, Mav, me and Russell both just got here at the Starbase.
Oh, okay.
Can you invite us?
Brotus, I'm for STF's cool.
Wait, you and what, who, where? I'm sorry?
Me, Russell, and it looks like Echo just got to the Starbase. We're right outside.
It looks like.
Invite to what? If you're at the Starbases, people are just showing up. You don't need an invite to anything.
You guys realize that anybody we invite to the Starbase can buy right from our personnel office?
But they're spending their own fleet credits, and as far as I know, the store, you can see it, but you can't make purchases.
They can't purchase from our base, even though they have their own fleet credit?
No.
Nope. Shouldn't be able to, no.
Yeah, it's our provisions. They can look at our fleet store and see what's in there, but they can't make purchases from it.
These don't require provisions.
It doesn't provide. It just requires their fleet credits.
Someone in T-Dex just said they could.
Yeah, I bet they could.
They can buy those.
The DOS,
Yeah, but it's not the stuff we're limited on.
Okay, so it's not using our provisions. It's using just fleet credits then.
Right, and it's per DOS. It's their lucky day.
Quick, stop them! But hold on. Well, that's the thing. They can buy the ship and the weapon stuff too, but they use the provisions from their fleet, not from ours.
I guess.
No.
Hairs.
Supposedly.
Okay. You know what? Somebody make a purchase on there, and I'll let you know if it's pulling out of our stock. I don't think it is.
There's no stock pull from when you buy DOFs.
DOFs? Who cares about DOFs?
What do you mean? Who cares? I'm selling DOFs for $5 million a pop in some cases.
Well,
you're buying.
Oh my God!
Wait! You're buying from the fleet store?
Buy them all.
That you're buying from the fleet store?
Oh, see, like the distribution officer I just opened is going to be $4 million on the exchange in about an hour.
And you bought them from the store?
Yes.
Nice. So you're afraid it's going to dilute the value now?
Well, I know it is because I'm going to flood the market.
Well, you're the one who... Is it your idea to invite all these people?
Yes.
Look what you've done, Matt. You've caused the great Stowe economic crash.
Take your foot, now put it in your mouth. And
The next way we manipulate the entire market.
Yeah. Yes. Just start inviting people to the base over and over and crash the market.
Well, we've already been making the dilithium exchange move up and down. We might as well start.
Oh, is it all over the place again?
Oh, yeah.
Keep it down for me, please. Thank you.
Everyone summon your security escorts and the shard of possibilities.
Hold on. Alpha Omega.
I know that's you, Chunter.
It's down by the bank, Murphy.
Wow!
Alright.
This way, Mav.
I just got
This
3
way,
of them.
Murphy.
It's awesome. I got a warfare specialist.
It's cheaper to buy
damage
the-
against Klingons.
Interesting that it's interesting that it's cheaper to buy the one that it could be like anything rather than buying like either engineering, tactical, or science.
Yeah.
Because it's $25K to get the random one, and it's $37K to get, or $37.5 to get the specific one.
Well, we can
a
get the
purple
25,000 right now, though. You have to have a tier 5 space to get the specific ones for the specific.
Okay, who could dump on the floor?
Sorry.
At my shoes, no less.
Oh, what was hilarious is when they were sitting.
Oh my
on
god! I think the two Horda are mating.
What was hilarious is when I was sitting at my desk. I can't remember who was sitting up on the lamppost, but they would drop the hoarder from the lamppost.
Water to
Get
face.
banned for that.
Great. The Hordas are mating.
Quick, someone drop the purple.
There goes the greedy one.
Oh, I think I set the blow chobe on fire.
Hey, Mike Randall.
Ooh.
Oh my god, now it's Horda orgy.
Oh my goodness. Our DOFs give the special abilities too. So, for example, the security officer gives increased melee crit chance and severity.
Yeah, I just got a warfare specialist that gives damage versus Klingons.
Really?
Let's not talk about it on the live stream.
Now I have Gorn.
Yes, I'm in agreement with Chunter.
Gorn out.
Let's not talk about it on the live stream, please.
We're on the
Why
live
not?
stream. Good to know.
Not like it's a secret, the stuff that's dropping from there.
I think the people in the live stream can sit there and envy.
Like, yeah, we have all this on you don't.
Jesus.
I'm gonna stand behind the really tiny choke.
There's Tigrar from RSA. Welcome
I
aboard.
was very happy. Everyone pull out your swords and rush him.
Get him!
Ah,
Find him! Find him and kill him!
Who has a huge head with a helmet? I want to see it stuffed in a helmet.
A huge head and a helmet?
Yeah, somebody like a blowchobe or something with big horns, and they have a helmet onto that. The horns
Oh
stick
yeah,
out,
no,
or
it doesn't stick the helmet. It doesn't
just
stick
have a
out the
giant
ears.
helmet.
No, you just put the helmet down.
Yeah,
It's a
Mike,
very
uh,
normal
Randall.
size head.
Oh,
So,
Disappointing
do you
right now.
buy the boxes
Randall.
and sell the boxes, or do you sell the DOFs that come out of the boxes?
Doffs that come out.
Okay.
Hoping to get something decent here.
I didn't.
I got a purple.
What was that? That had to be Randall.
We got a mating.
Was that a mating
Herder
call?
showed up.
Like all
I
of
didn't hear
us.
it. Do it again, Randall.
Mating moose. What the hell?
It sounded like a Ming call. I was like,
There's a moose on the loose.
It's the fastest RP makes every time it turns.
It's a moose or something. Elk.
a whale. Sounds like a whale.
That could be. Yeah.
It did sound like a moose for a minute there.
It did.
I'm like, was that a moose call?
Echoing in the woods.
Maybe.
I would be terrified if I heard that.
You would be
I would
terrified if you heard that.
Well,
That
Chuncha,
would
you
be-
think they nerfed the Doffs? Oh, he's paranoid. Tribble.
Cryptic
Dude,
doesn't
I'm not
watch the show.
paranoid. Just wait and see. It'll happen.
Hold on, hold
Go
on.
ahead. Talk about it. Let everybody hear about it.
Wait, who's that cat running around with the name Alada?
That's Chuncha.
Gundam style.
You can say this
actually,
starts with an
seriously,
F.
we should have everyone dance right now and fraps it for our own Oppa Klingon style video.
They don't have that in game as the dance. They need to make that animation, put it in game.
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
That would
That
make
would
this
be
game like
Oppa
awesome.
Tribble style.
I love that Gundam style now, man. That's my new. It's like my ringtone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the guy is #2 on the Billboard. He took down Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Dude,
Nice.
it went viral, and then once he signed, I can't remember. It was an article they talked about where he signed finally a good a good record label or something out here. It's been everywhere.
He's made 6 albums. Can you imagine the 5 previous ones before this one? I gotta get him.
Faith in humanity restored.
I was in before he was.
I was Gangnam Style before it was Gangnam Style, baby.
Open Gangnam Style.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Perfect.
Quick, Randall, play Open style.
The Klingon style.
Yeah, they got this cool app. You get all the Trek sounds. So when somebody texts me, it sounds like a communicator from the old Trek.
If you ever watch old episodes of Boston Legal, whenever William Shatner's character picked up a phone, they would edit in the communicator sound. It was. What the hell?
Rage quit. I
That's a
knew
rage
Randall
quit.
was gonna get that in.
Where'd that come from?
Again, boy.
It was Randall.
They took my Mark 12.
It's Randall.
No!
The times
Hey, Randall, do the other one, do
the
the other
times we have in here.
Thank you
the
for
killing
putting
the
that
lilies.
field.
Yeah, do that one, Randall.
No,
Hey, go-
No, it's got swearing in.
Go
Good
put a
watch
cover
it,
shield up on the bar, quick.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Just go out, play it.
You need to watch out because next is going to be the fish tank.
Any miners listening, cover your ears.
Could someone get a cover shield up on this bar here?
Cover shield on the bar.
Why?
Yeah, you'll see why in a second.
Is Randall in TeamSpeak?
Yeah,
Randall is on TeamSpeak. That's why you hit the no.
Randall, are my fries ready?
No.
Just one cover shield on this bar. That's all.
Oh god.
Did I bump it in my truck, man?
Does anyone have any idea what he's actually saying?
I know the words too by heart.
You're so
Sorry,
sad.
but to me it just sounds like he's going Oppa Gundam style.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
Did he just say like Jella Lawson?
Well, I've got my impromptu dance floor.
You gotta be a cat to get up there, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost made it.
Almost.
Oh yeah, they get jump high.
Hold on,
cheat.
hold on a second. Can someone drop another cover shield on the bottom, like right here? We might be able to step from the bar to the second cover shield to the third. I mean, yeah, drop one right here.
Let's see if I can do that.
Where I'm standing.
Hey, look, do you want to get?
Oh,
get
damn it! Put it up there.
Was that weird?
You want to get the event started?
Oh, is it time?
Yep.
Yeah, drop one down here. Scan.
Alright.
Well, I gotta wait for it to recycle.
What's the
Oh,
event?
I figured there's a third engineer in here.
Events.
Try that.
There we. Ah, damn it.
And the other one disappears.
All right. Well, if we can get them close enough together, we might be able to platform our way up
Oh,
there.
it was almost up.
Ah, damn.
Oh, jumping up on top. Alright, that's cool.
Let me see if I can get it. Hold on, I got 26 seconds. 26 seconds.
We just gotta align them properly, and we'll be able to do some. Ah, yes. Ah, no.
See if you can drop a quarter last. There's people up on top.
Yes,
see if you
I'm
get
up.
quarters into the glasses.
Okay, I think I just started a strange trend here.
Damn it. Can't make it.
Math.
That was too easy.
Now we can't jump back other shield to.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, you can't walk in the middle of thing.
Nope. It's a no walk zone.
Did I put it the wrong way? Is that what I did?
I bet they're going to add something there.
Yeah.
I had an engineer
That
to be able
probably
to do
makes
this right.
200,000 dilithium for a column. There, be happy.
Now I'm stuck between shields.
Dedication.
Yeah, it's not set up. I can't get up there.
Yeah, can't do it. Oh.
It's
Well, you
working.
gotta jump from the bar onto the lower shield. From the
Don't
lower
care.
shield.
Wow.
You guys haven't set the shields up right.
I take it Mav has noticed this crazy crap we're doing.
Mav is standing right here under us.
Oh yeah, I'm right here. Where's the shield need to go?
Alright, hold on.
It has to be one on the floor and one on the bar, and they have to be next to each other.
Yeah, but they should align us right. Otherwise.
I see 3 shields now on this bar though.
Yeah, you should be able to walk right up it.
Not working. And I just
Jump
fell.
onto the bar and jump the shield. That's all you gotta do. I just did it.
Yeah, I've been trying.
I did it too.
That's because you're not Cations.
No, actually,
got right
yeah,
up.
that's
Okay,
exactly
so
right.
What with it? Cation
Cations
exclusive
have a-
party? Fuck that.
Yeah,
Cations
Cations
are
have
special.
a jump
Live stream.
bonus.
Live stream. What's the language?
Sorry.
Trekker's the one that's supposed to.
No, you don't.
I notice how I'm clipping Maxina here.
Randall is a sick Scottish guy. Any ladies hit me up.
Don't use your text speech here.
That could be bad.
Go see if my fries are ready.
Right. Are they done?
Ding, fries are done, fries are done, ding,
Not
fries are
you,
done,
Brock.
ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done.
Ding, fries it done, ding, fries it done, ding, fries it done, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. I work at Burger King making flamethrower Whoppers. I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done. I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. Don't touch the fries in hot fat, it really hurts bad, and so do skin grafts. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Wait for the bell, can't hear the bell. Where is the bell? Wait for the bell. Ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done.
Where's the guy that sounds like him?
That's Peter Griffin.
No,
Yeah.
but you had a guy in the fleet that used to...
Putnam.
Putnam, that's it.
And where is he?
Left.
And
Oh,
Randall just trolled the live stream doing that.
Yeah.
Wait, why'd he leave the fleet? I thought he was just moving or something for a while.
It's not a proper discussion for now.
Yeah, not live screen.
Sorry, I just wonder where he was, that's all.
Aw.
No biggie.
Ian, tell him in TeamSpeak chat. Just type that to him.
Because he sounded just like that dude, too.
Meh.
Randall is not a troll.
You are a troll.
Or trolling you, nope.
You're the reason why people quit this game.
Randall's the reason why Vivox doesn't work the way it used to.
Hold on a second. Hold on, Maps. Stop right there. That implies Vivox ever worked properly to begin with.
Oh, it did.
It worked as intended.
It worked as intended for a while.
Until they made Randall made him change it.
Yeah, Randall followed one person around for an entire day playing the safety dance over Vivox where she rage quitted. And then they banned him for 100 and something years from it and from the forums.
On Tribble.
Working as
Wait,
intended.
seriously? They banned him
Yeah.
for playing
Yes.
safety dance?
Yes.
Yes.
Why couldn't the person just shut off Vivox?
Because back in the original release, it wasn't something that you could shut off. They then implemented that you couldn't do it in zone chat, or you couldn't do it out in just open zone, and then they instituted where you can turn it off.
There, Brooke, I answered the question. There,
All because of Randall.
It's the Randall clause. I'm surprised you never heard that. The first time I heard it, I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Oh man, that was brutal.
Of all the things to do, one person safety dance all day long.
Working as intended.
Hey, Mav, you should see our Starbase in space fleet action.
I have not seen it in a Space Fleet action, and I'll probably take a look at that later.
Oh, look, someone from Red Shirt Army is here.
I already said
That's
that.
awesome stuff.
I didn't
Tiglar.
hear it.
I like
have
to
like
do
a
my
million
job,
fleet
and I
bits
do
I
it
can-
well.
We know you do.
Oh, hell, Randall.
Okay, this is weird. I'm sitting at the glass table, and it's chopping through me.
I told you that the clipping is all screwed up. The table's moved over like a foot and pushed back like a foot ever since they put in the fish tank.
Matt, you coming down? You signed
I
up.
want our dance floor.
Okay.
What do we say?
Something about Mav went down.
I know. I don't even know what to respond to that.
That's what she said.
Whatever.
There we go.
See, this
Like
this chair
that.
doesn't clip into the table. It seems only Brooklyn's sitting.
It's the three chairs on the right and the one head chair toward the back that clips wrong. The three chairs on the left
No.
are like leg room away.
It's not like back is clipping. It's like when I'm sitting down, the glass is chopping through the middle of my avatar.
Oh yeah.
I am offended by the clipping.
Yeah, I see what you
Alpha,
mean. My hand.
I don't think so. Like I said, I'm getting ready to break here to go to lunch. So no, I don't. I mean, if the fleet wants to PvP and they want to invite a bunch of people, hey, knock yourself out. But I'm getting ready to bail because I gotta go eat. I gotta eat something.
Actually, the fleet has an event coming up.
Oh,
within
that's
an hour.
right. Yeah, the fleet has an event that actually should have started about 10 minutes ago.
What event? What's today?
Yeah, they've already started.
What's the event for today?
The event is endurance.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All right.
And I have no idea what that entails.
It's like the Batleth tournament, but if somebody goes
Don't
down,
you guys
somebody
trust
runs
me that
in.
you got security on my tail?
Omega, I just moved you out of the one channel. You're back in. You're in the public area now.
But if somebody goes, what?
Okay.
If somebody goes down, what?
Hey, stop for a second. The tournament is endurance tournament. It's the Batleth tournament, but if somebody dies, somebody on their team runs in real quick. The last man standing wins.
Oh, it's like Tekken Tag.
Yes.
Survivor Series.
It's
And they need
Tag
one
and
more.
Batleth.
Last I checked, they needed more person to make the teams even.
Well, thanks for dropping by your starbase, Mav.
Oh yeah, anytime. You know, it's just my starbase.
There you go. That one.
Yeah, really.
person.
Okay, our starbase.
Right.
Don't forget to put your trash in the cans, clean up after yourselves.
Do some popcorn
Friend the stash.
Yeah, wipe your feet on the way out.
Yeah,
If you got too hammered and threw up in the in the trash can, make sure you empty it in the toilet.
And just to throw it out, for anyone that's interested, Jupiter Force is always recruiting. Just join our forums and file an application.
Yeah.
If you're not sure on how to do certain STFs, we're always welcome to help and walk you through them.
M Loudon03 on the Trek Radio chat wants to know who's running it, the PvP that's going on right now. For the live stream people, I'm getting ready to drop the live stream here. I think what I'm going to start doing is when I do these Stoked lives, there's actually a Stoked live channel in the game that anybody can go ahead and join onto. And what's going to happen is this way there's an open channel, just like we have our fleet chat. So this way there's not a break in communication when I drop off. So this way I don't have to keep reading what's popping up on my screen. If you guys want invites to any events that we run on the fleet, at Admiral Murphy is usually the one, along with at Wee who handles all that stuff. So if you need to get a hold of somebody, anybody from Jupiter Force can point you in the right direction. But like Brooklyn said, we're always accepting applications. If you're in your own fleet, we do have an ambassadors department. Randall's the one who heads that up, laughingly so. No, I'm just playing.
We're sorry. Good luck.
Ouch.
And he can go ahead and set you up with an embassy for your fleet and communication on our forums, so you can get a hold of us that way as well. And eventually, like I said, I'll just have an open. It should be there. I'm going to double check it when I get back from lunch. The Stoked live chat channel, and when we do stuff like this live, we'll go ahead and just use that channel for everybody, so you can subscribe to that, and it'll always be available for you. So anyway, for you live stream people, I will see you all again next Saturday. Thanks for joining us for the super extended, not only Stoked Radio, but the live play. This is going to get all edited and stuff for the actual show, so the replay should be immediately available, livestream.com/Stoked Radio. It should be up in a little bit. It'll auto replay the whole thing and everything we just did on the dance floor and the music and stuff. So cheers. Have a good weekend.